small banana or the medium banana, you can take one.
Yes.
If it's the big banana, you take half. But now for the watermelon, you just need a slice.
Okay.
I love what they have done with the cereals, having to put the benefits so even everyone who's buying is able to see the need of having to buy all these cereals. Yes?
Okay.
As I was saying, this is a good snack to carry along with you.
Okay.
Because they're high in fiber. They are very nice source of fiber. But then also when preparing them, since you normally use fat to prepare them, just use very little amount of fat.
Okay.
And there are instances where you don't really need the fat to prepare them.
Okay.
Yes, so they are a good snack to have to come along with you. Peanuts.
Yes.
You know, for babies, even this is what I normally encourage mothers to add in baby's porridge.
Yes.
Especially if you're after gaining the weight and maximizing on the nutrient requirements, since it's a good source of protein.
Okay.
So, but ideally what you have to do first, you roast them and then you grind them using a grinder. Speaking in general about now the cereals, they're all good sources of protein. And I know there is normally the issues of people who have gastritic issues. So ideally I would not encourage elimination because all these provide different nutrients that we require in the body. So, and there are different ways of preparing them, of which number one would be soaking them 6 hours, and then you pour that water, wash them, then cook them. I know there are people who normally add the carrot. Well, there is nothing really behind the carrot, but then for some it does work. So just go with what you can. Okay. Yes, so they are all good sources of protein. Okay. And having different would be ideal.
Okay.
Yes.
I can see there are some snacks. What would you recommend about the cashew nuts? These are the
sesame seeds.
Sesame, whatever. Yeah. And what would you recognize, like let's say for the cashew nuts and these ones, are they a good healthy snack?
Yes, because they have the good fats.
Okay.
Yes, and also they are a good source of protein also. Okay. Yes, and they are high in fiber. So they are a good. It's good to have them as a snack. But then it's always good to be careful because some of these they normally use a lot of sugar in preparing them. Yes. So and ideally we do not encourage too much intake of the sugar. Okay. Yes. Oh. Yeah. So of course I would go for the cashew nuts, but then based on the amount of sugar present, you can also have the sesame seeds. Okay. Yeah, the dry seeds are a bit high in sugar. We don't recommend them, especially for people who have diabetes. But then in small amounts, it's not bad. Okay. Since they are fruits at the end of the day. Okay. Yes.
And then at the end there, I can see some dates.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about the dates?
Wow. Okay. They are fruits, right?
Yes.
You know, many times, okay, I don't know what to say about the dates. They are energy boosters, definitely, because they have sugar, right? Yes. They are also fruits, so they may help in, they are rich in fiber because of the covering of it. So they are also good to have as a snack, but in small quantities. But, well, I would prefer you have the other fruits also, instead of having them because of the sugar content.
And then also when Muslims are opening their fast, they normally eat this a lot. They don't know what science is behind it. They say it prepares the stomach for something, I don't know.
As you can see, whatever they have written on the benefits, they help improve indigestion. So it explains why maybe they might prefer to have them. And
before meals.
Yes, and then of course, you know, with the long fast, we don't encourage intake of something that does not encourage the bowel movements. Okay. So we prefer having something that will itamsha the tumbo. At least as you can see, they have also written that it relieves the constipation. So, of course, it would be an ideal. Dates would be ideal to take even before food. Okay. Yes.
Bananas.
Yeah, we have bananas. Bananas, they are a good source of potassium. And you know potassium, what it does, for anyone who has issues with blood pressure, the potassium helps in regulating all the blood pressures, yes?
Okay.
But, well, don't get me wrong, it doesn't treat, it just helps in regulating it. You know, all these, they all have nutrients that you require in the body.
Yes, yes.
The idea is, you know, it suppresses now the idea of having the high blood sugar. So, bananas are a good source of potassium.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, and what about, I hear that they've got a lot of sugar?
Per se, no, I wouldn't say so. You know, the funny thing, even as we give counseling to diabetic patients, watermelons have, we normally say it's a glycemic index. It shows that the sugar levels are, the lanes are pandisha sukari kwa mwili.
Okay, it can raise the sugar levels.
Yes, it will raise these ones would raise the sugar levels quite high than the bananas.
Okay.
So what matters is the quantity that you take.
Okay.
We don't necessarily discourage intake of anything because all these things require the nutrients that you need. So what matters is if the banana is the small banana or the medium banana, you can take one. If it's the big banana, you take half. But now for the watermelon, you just need a slice.
Okay.
Yes. And not the one that we normally buy for 20 shillings.
Okay.
At least quarter a piece would do. Quarter a piece of the 20 shillings is more than enough.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, all right. And what's the difference between white onions and this red
I don't really think there is any difference.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some say that these are good for salads and these are good for cooking. What do you think?
You know, like whatever we normally have, the kachumbari, they normally use these, right?
Yes.
And I don't really think there is any difference in having to use these and these. But of course, it all depends with personal preference.
Okay.
Some would prefer these, they find them tastier comparing to use these.
Yes.
Of which just go with what you can, because at the end of the day, they're all vegetables and they provide the nutrients that you need in the body.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Maybe you can tell us a bit about the cabbages.
The cabbages.
Yeah. And the different greens.
Okay. So now, like I was doing some reading a bit, and I saw that the vitamin C, the cabbage plants, the vegetables and fruits, most especially now the cabbage, they are rich in vitamin C.
Okay.
They might have a bit of the iron, not as much as you'd compare from the likes of the spinach, the sukuma wiki, the terere. The iron levels might be a bit low compared to the rest of the vegetables. Okay. So having a variety would be ideal. Okay. So that's why I know the people who don't like the rest of the vegetables, maybe it's because of whatever is going out there in terms of farming, use of a lot of drugs in planting them or where they are planted. Okay. But then having a variety would be ideal. Because like I said, the iron level in cabbages, you can't compare the iron level in cabbages and the ones that are in the spinach. So having a variety would be ideal. It gives you, it spreads out the nutrient requirement in the body. Yes. Okay.
And tomatoes, there are some people who take tomatoes as fruits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we are rich in vitamin C.
Okay.
We normally categorize them in the citrus fruits, especially for people who have low iron levels.
Yes.
Intake of this is really ideal. Though I have heard people say that because of the method of planting them, it has really reduced on the amount of vitamin C present, but they are an ideal snack to provide some vitamin C. Okay. So, like I termed the popcorns as a good snack.
Yes.
Also having this as a snack, or even the carrots. Whites do it, right?
Yes.
So they cut in the carrots in small pieces and have them as a snack. So having a vegetable as a snack is ideal because they are high in fiber. They keep you full.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.